2025 is almost over, but before it is over, we have 3 more months that are left. That's October, November, December, which is the last quarter. Dun dun. So, when the new year starts and you make a new year resolution and you say, oh, I'm not going to spend crazy or I'm not going to accrue so much debt, and then you do it anyway. I believe, really, I'm sure there are studies out here that prove that the reason why we fail at this is because we just say, oh, it's the first of the year, let's make a new goal, but we don't have the skills to back up the goal. So I created the last quarter challenge for October, November, and December, where it has multiple challenges within the challenge. Okay, so every week we're going to do something, and I'm going to go through this printable with you so we can, I don't know, better attain our new year resolutions and better attain our financial freedom journey. And I have to say it like that because different people have different goals for their financial freedom. Some people is to pay off debt. Some people don't care about their debt. They're like, you know what, I'm going to die with my student loan debt. I'm going to save my money. Or I'm going to buy a house. Whatever it is, that's what we're going to focus on in this last quarter challenge. Now, this right here is a printable. It is available on paperbymo.com. Now it's 16 pages. I printed it out front and back. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this printable with you all because for these last 3 months, I will be doing this challenge every week. And it's a challenge because I am not a consistent person when it comes to things, but that's why it's called a challenge. So let's get into it. Okay, so right here we have our cover page and it says the last quarter challenge. So the goal and the premise of this challenge is to prepare for the next year with 3 months, October, November, and December. It's 3 months worth of guided weekly challenges. So that means each month we'll have a weekly challenge and planning designed to help you build habits and set goals to start the new year more aligned with your version of financial freedom. Again, your version of financial freedom could be different things. The goal is for you to be more prepared to be successful with your new year resolution. So this is all preparing us for 2026. But I know some people are like, oh, I hate when people push off life like, oh, you're just preparing for the next thing or the next thing. But is that really what this is? This is more so your financial freedom journey, your financial goals. Start now so then you can feel accomplished later. Okay, so this is our cover sheet. And then on the back, we kind of explained it a little bit, but same thing. It's 90 plus days to lock in for your New Year's success with 10 challenges and 2 planning breakdowns. So a 3-month guided challenge, which again, October through December, designed to help you build habits, set goals, and finish the year strong so you begin the new year closer to your financial freedom goals. Okay, here are the challenges. So October, it's going to be called Reset and Foundation. So the theme is awareness and preparation. So week 1, we're going to track every expense with the printable expense tracker that's also in here. Now, I hate tracking my expenses, and I'm sure a lot of people hate tracking their expenses, but this is the only thing that tells us where exactly our money is going. So we have to do it. We have to do it. Okay, so week 2, we're going to set New Year test goals, income savings, and debt payoff. So basically, what we're going to do is plan out your goals, right? We're going to test out some goals and see how it works for the remainder of the year for the October, November, and December. And here, right here, is the expense tracker that we were talking about for week 1. Okay, now week 3 for October, we're going to create an October budget reset. So we're going to review our needs and our wants or versus our wants. This is important because I create my monthly goals and my monthly budget all the time, but not everybody does that, right? So we're going to put our income in the budget column. We're gonna do what we usually do when it comes to doing our monthly budgeting, or at least what I usually do. So we're gonna budget it out, then we're gonna close it, and we're gonna do our actual. But this is for us to while we realize our expense breakdown and where we're putting our money to, maybe use this to adjust our budget, and then adjudicate our budget once we actually put it out. So it's similar things. October should be an easy month. Easy, I'm air quoting here, but easy is subjective, guys. So here we are. Okay, the next thing, because I want to keep this in order, but I'm struggling here. I'll put this over here. Okay, so the third week we are going to, I'm sorry, that's the third week. The fourth week we're going to build 2 to 3 new habits like daily check-ins or automatic savings. So again, build 2 to 3 new habits. I really could just read the top of each page, like daily check-ins or automated savings. So the habits are here and these are open. This is for you all to put in whatever habits you want to build because this is personal for you. Now, I also go ahead and give you a little how-to guide on how to build these new habits just so it can give you some ease, so something to guide you through the process. But really fast, we're going to have 3 goals for habits and then a bonus one, 3 goals for habits. But really, you could do this for the whole month of October if you decide, because you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and there's three, you know what I mean? So that means you could do this six different weeks within the month. Obviously, there's not 6 weeks in a month, but I just put extra just in case you really, really, really wanted to challenge yourself. Again, challenges are challenging to me. I haven't done a lot of challenges in 2025, so I probably will do the bare minimum. I'm gonna be honest. So, how to build 2 to 3 new financial habits. One, you want to start small and go specific. Define clearly what you want to do. So, instead of just saying save money, you'll say transfer $25 every Friday instead of saying save money. Okay. The next one, tie the habits to what you already do. So, if you after you make coffee in the morning, I'll go over my expenses, which you're going to make coffee every morning. Well, in this scenario, you're going to make coffee every morning. Might as well go over your expenses. Or before I take a shower every night, I'm going to go over my expenses, or I'm going to transfer money to my savings account, or transfer money to my IRA, something like that. Number 3, automate when possible. This is just the biggest clutch ever. Automation, automation, automation. But I know sometimes our money is, up, sometimes it's down. Sometimes you don't know if you have that $10, $15, $20. So that's an option if it works for you, automation. And then number 4, set tiny triggers. So keep a sticky note, reminder near your wallet, your laptop, or your phone. Did you log today's expenses? This is really good, especially if you're always looking at your phone. A lot of people always have their phone in their hand. So if you're always at your phone, or like a reminder that you can set that you can see all the time, why not set it? And then that should trigger something within you. So this is week 4 for October. Then October will be done. Then we're going to move on to November. Okay, so November, the theme is consistency and growth. And week 1, we're going to do a no buy week or no impulse spending week. So again, all of these, they are fillable. So you should be able to write exactly what it is that you want that week to be, right? So we have a line right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The whole month is on this sheet. So each challenge is 1 week. But if you want, you can try the whole month, similar to the October weekly challenge that we just went over. So week 1, do a no buy week or no impulse spending week. So if I say, hey, I'm going to say no buy week. Let's say, no coffee. Geez. Me and coffee, we had a thing, especially going out to get coffee. So this right here is where I'm going to check off the days that I'm successful. Now, maybe I only want to do it for 1 week, so that'll only be 7 days. But maybe I say, hey, I want to do it for 10 days. Or maybe I challenge myself and I do it for the whole 30 days. So then we can move on to week 2, add a micro challenge. So an example would be either make $5 a day or spend $5 a day, which is crazy. I mean, for me, because I'm not trying to spend money, or put $20 towards debt, student loan debt a week, or your credit card, whatever it is, right? That's why it's fillable. So you can write that there and then check off the days that you are successful. And then week 3, start a weekly financial review ritual. Now, this still says daily, but if you only do it, again, once a week, aren't you successful in that week 3? Because it's weekly. But again, you can put in whatever you want and adjust it to your needs. If you want to do it every week, you can. If you want to do once a week, which would be for week 3, or if you want to do it every day, you can also do that as well. Week 4, practice gratitude and or mindful spending or possible journal prompts. So this, when I first started budgeting and on my financial freedom journey, me and gratitude journaling was really, 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 really big, because I just felt like I needed to see the positive in what I was doing, especially with my student loan debt. My debt was so high, and I felt like the the goal was so far away. So I decided to implement this in this challenge because I feel like it'll be very helpful. So figure out what it is that you want to do. Do you want to do gratitude? Like, I am grateful for the money that I have. I'm grateful for the debt that I've already paid off. I am grateful for the education that my student loans have provided me. All these different things you can possibly do, or you can do journal prompts. Now, I'm not big on journal prompting, but I did put it in parentheses because I know a lot of people use it and it is a useful tool. So this is the November monthly challenge. All right. Now we're going to get into December. So December is called Lock In and Launch. Okay. So the theme here is reflection and momentum. So week 1 is holiday spending challenge. Now listen, a lot of times we all have issues when it comes to December and it comes to spending for Christmas and gifts, because a lot of people expect a lot of things, whether it's children, family members, partners, spouse, cousins, whatever it is, grandparents, parents. And we usually want to fulfill, we want to satisfy, we want to, oh, they're going to be so excited when I give them this gift or when I give them this because they always wanted it. So we sometimes come out with a lot of debt. So week 1, holiday spending challenge, gift budget, and DIY idea. Okay, this is week 1 right here. I was like, why does it say week 2 at the top? So this is week 1, holiday spending challenge. So you get at least 3 in a row for this holiday season. It does not have to be done in the first week. If you don't want it to be, you can just start it for December. Now, I will say this, doing the holiday spending in December, some people will say, girl, that's just so late. And I usually do late spending. So I feel like late spending is usually when we accrue the most debt, which is why I went ahead and did this in December. So again, 3 in a row. It can be across, diagonal, across, down. Anyway, so DIY gift, making your own gift. Now that can be kind of challenging because some people will be like, oh my God, that you're being so cheap. So that could be a problem. Budget a $50 gift, meaning budget, meaning you are budgeting your money for it. You don't just spend it and swipe your credit card, but you had the money because you put it to the side. Make a gift list for people. And I know people are thinking, wow, this is so simple. This is so easy. But a lot of people don't make a gift list. I would even recommend people making a gift list early as possible. But again, this is last minute. So that's why we're putting it here. The reason why you want to do a gift list is because if you can do some research or some recon, and look up some of these items and where it's possibly sold before you just buy it anywhere, right? Make a gift list for people. Start early. Now, again, this challenge right here is in December. So you're like, okay, girl, we're past the start early, but maybe. Secondhand gift. Again, I know people are going to think, oh my gosh, somebody so-and-so is being so cheap. And that's possible. Or maybe it's something that's already gift wrapped and you never use it. Maybe somebody bought you a candle. You never burned it. This is important. Never use it and never burned it. Okay. Because do not give somebody a gift that you have already used. That's tacky. We don't want to do that. You might as well just don't give that person a gift. We don't want to do that, but we want to do something that is new condition, that has a tag on it, that people will still be able to use and don't feel like you just, gave them something to the side, like they're not important. So secondhand gift. Another one is shop sales. I'm a sale person. I love a shit. Say that 7 times. Shop sales. I love a sale, but you got to make sure the sale works for you, right? Now, maybe if it's usually $50 and it's $49.99 and you think that's a good enough sale, okay, go for it. I'm a 50% off type of girl. I like a 50% off. But again, I do my research before a sale happens because sometimes these companies do try to scam you, okay? Don't play with me. Is this really a sale or did you just spike up the price and then say it was a sale? Whatever. Okay, then we got budget $100 gift. Again, similar to the $50 gift. Don't just swipe for the $100 or don't just put it on Klarna or a buy now pay later thing. You want to have the money and you want to budget for this. Another one, a gift of experience. Now this is something that I'm trying to be big on, my husband and I, because we give each other a lot of stuff, and at this point you got everything, I got everything, so we do try to gift experience. Now experiences do cost money, right? Maybe you have children and they want to go to a water park. It is December, but maybe you go to Florida or you go somewhere where it's sunny and tropical and you can give them a gift of experience of a water park, something like that. So a gift of experience. Hopefully it doesn't cost us as much, but in experiences is great. You can take your pictures, you'll remember it forever, all those things. And then host a gift exchange. This is really, 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 really big. I don't even think what it's called, like a white Santa or something, where you swap names and then you give that one person a gift. The reason why this is big and it's a part of the financial freedom journey is because you're getting one person a gift versus 10 people a gift, right? And everybody the same thing as well. Everybody's giving one person a gift versus several people a gift, because imagine you got 10 people in your family. It gets 10 people, it gets expensive really fast, depending if somebody wants $100 gift, somebody wants a $200 gift, a $300 gift. It can go up and you can rack up in debt fast. So again, go ahead and complete 3 in a row, however way it comes, just diagonal, across, down, whatever you want to do. So that is week 1 of the December challenge. Now, week 2 is debt-free December challenge. Track balances and commit to no new debt. Okay, debt-free December challenge. Track balances and commit to no new debt. I don't know why I don't just read at the top. Anyways, so the goal here is for 31 days, because there's 31 days in December. So this is a whole month goal, right? You can do it for a week, but we're just trying to see if you want to do it for the month and challenge yourself. Avoid creating new debt. No new credit card charges, no loans or buy now, pay later purchases. Build awareness and discipline to carry into the new year. If you do swipe a credit card, Klarna, etc., count the debt on each day. Meaning, you say, okay, on, I don't know, the 5th of December, I swiped my credit card. Maybe you just got gas and you spent $15. We're going to write $15 in this box. Maybe on the 11th, you bought somebody a gift. It was $50, but you swiped your credit card, or you did Klarna, or you pay now, buy later. No, buy now, pay later. Whatever it is, you put that balance right here. So at the end of the month, what we're going to do is equal how much debt that we accrued in the month of December. Hopefully, the balance is 0. But nonetheless, this is a really big challenge. Again, like I said, a lot of times we always swipe a little later. You got that last minute shopping, last minute gifts. Maybe somebody changed their mind on what they wanted. So you're trying to appease people. And this happens. And again, it's holiday season. A lot of us travel. Okay, so that is week 2. Now we're on to week 3. This is more planning, okay? So end of year reflection worksheet, what worked and what did not. So you're going to put the day's date. This is the yearly overview for 2025, okay? So quick look back, highlights and win, and then challenges and lessons. So what was your total income this year? You put the balance. What were your total expenses this year? You put the balance. Did you save or invest consistently? It's a yes or no question. You got to be honest with yourself, yes or no. Did I add or reduce debt this year, and by how much? And you go ahead and put that balance. Highlights and wins. Your biggest financial win for the year was a habit I'm most proud of building. And then an unexpected moment when I handled money better than the last year. So then 2024. I think that's a really good question. So challenges and lessons. My best financial struggle, my biggest financial struggle this year was blank. And then one purchase I regret. I don't know about you guys, but I usually have a purchase or 2 that I regret. So I decided to put that in there. A money habit that didn't stick, but I still want to work on. This is good for 2026 because you want to figure out what it is you want to do. A lesson I learned about myself and money. We learn about ourselves every day. So that is week 3. Week 4 is still planning out. So now you're going to plan out my money. So this week, I'm saying week, but it's a lot of stuff for this week, right? It is the New Year Vision Board and financial planning. So Plan Out My Money is a planner or a challenge that I already have. I don't know if it's a challenge. It's a planner that I already have on paperbymo.com. But what I did was I incorporated in this last quarter challenge. So first thing you want to do is you're going to plan out your goals for 2026. Because now we're planning out ourselves, our goals, our money, everything for the next year. Because this is the last week of the year anyway. So you got for a quad here. You're going to put different goals pertaining to different parts of your life. Whether it's money, it's fitness, it's health, it's relationships, all the things. Then you're going to plan out your money and you're going to do your saving goals. So I want to save blank by blank. Okay. I'm going to save money weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, and you're going to circle. So this depends on how you get paid or how often you get paid, the frequency, or how much you want to save, right? So that's what we're going to do for the saving goal. You have
how much you want to save, by when you want to save it. How you're going to save it, or weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever. You say how many paychecks you have to get to your goals, right? Then you also say my goal to save blank divided by the number of payments, right, will equal blank. So this is the total amount you need to save per whichever one you circle, right? So weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly. It could even be daily if that's your goal as well. Okay, so another week for a challenge. It's really not a challenge, but planning session is your debt goal. So I want to pay off blank amount. So this is your money. I want to pay off blank amount by this date. I'm going to pay my money weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly. Again, you're going to circle how you want to, the frequency of you paying that. Then you have blank paychecks to get to your goal. My goal to pay off this amount divided by the number of payments, okay, will equal blank amount by the total, which is the total amount you need to pay per weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, quarterly, whatever it is. Okay, and so the last two things, well, really the last thing you're going to do is you're going to plan out your money specifically. You're going to plan out what you want to be your income. Now, we're not saying this is going to happen, but we are trying to speak life into your financial goals, your financial plan for 2026, for the new year. So you're going to put down what you want your income to be. So maybe your full-time job, let's say, and this is money you're going to touch. So let's say your full-time job, you want to touch 100,000. Let's say your side hustle, you want to touch 20,000. You're going to put these numbers down. Okay. You're going to go ahead and put down your savings, your debt, your expenses, and your bills, right? So you're estimating here. And now the income, okay? The income, I'm telling you, let's be delusional about. Let's dream big. But our expenses, let's not be delusional. If you know your rent is $2,500 a month, put down $2,500 a month, guys. That's what I'm saying. Just because you want to do worst case versus you say, I prefer, I can't tell you what to do, but I prefer worst case scenario. Just because it's playing it safe than sorry. You rather have more money than less money available. So that's my opinion. That's how I choose to go through it. So I'll put down all my bills exactly to what they are, or maybe a little over. Then I will go ahead, same thing with my expenses, to exactly to what it is, and then maybe over. And then savings, my goals. Now this, again, I'm being delusional with. I want to save a decent amount of money. And debt, I'm a little delusional about that too, just because I want to pay debt off rigorously. So this right here, this is going to be monthly, okay, the income. Then you're going to times it by 12, and then this is how much. So you're not going to put, I misspoke you all, you're not going to put 100,000. You're going to put how much you bring in a month. So let's say you want to bring in $10,000 a month. Now, I don't think when I go through this, I'm going to be delusional in my numbers. I want to be tactical because I want to see how I can make my money go up. Maybe I need to ask for a raise with my job. Maybe I need to take on more tasks. Maybe I need to take on a new side hustle. Maybe I need to do DoorDash or sell products, whatever the case is. And then on the back of this, you're going to do out the totals. So your bills, we're going to equal this amount, your expenses, this amount, savings, this amount, debt, this amount. And maybe that's when you also put your notes. You're like, listen, I want to make more money, or I need to make more money because how much I'm bringing in is not equal to my goals with my expenses, my savings, my debt, all the things. So we're planning out 2026. Now, another thing when it comes to week 4 is a New Year vision board. Now, this doesn't have a sheet for it, but I'm for this all, right? I like to put my vision board on, I prefer to put my vision board like on a poster or in a picture frame, just because I want to see it. I want to hang it up on my wall. Now, another thing is I don't try to make completely new vision boards. So I have a vision board. I'm looking at it on the side here. I have a vision board when there's some goals on there, and I've done a couple things on my vision board. So I'm just going to take those off and put something else on, because I've done a couple of the things I've already had on there, but there's a lot of things that I have not done. So I'm not gonna just make a brand new vision board, and maybe I'll share that and do a video with you all on that. But like an example of things I haven't accomplished is I always put the 1,000,000 YouTube subscribers on there. I don't have 1,000,000 YouTube subscribers, so I'm going to keep that on there until I get 1,000,000 YouTube subscribers. Is it realistic? I don't know. Maybe not. But am I delusional about it? Yes. Because if I can't dream with my goals, then what else can I do? But dreaming with your goals is great, but we also have to have plans and actions behind it. So that is what this challenge is about. I'm super duper excited. October starts really, really soon. So hopefully you all join this challenge with me. This is available on paperbymo.com. But if you're like, girl, you know what? I do my New Year's resolutions every year. I do everything I set my mind to. My bad. This challenge is not for you. But I'm excited because I want to build my habits in this last quarter. So when 2026 starts, I won't be confused, or I won't feel bamboozled with a whole new set of goals and a whole new way of living when I've already accrued or acquired those goals now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will enjoy this challenge and join this challenge with me, because October is really soon, and I will do a weekly update for the last quarter challenge and my progress, what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, all the things. All right. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.